Good morning, children. Let us continue our fourth chapter, that is Climate of India. Today, let us learn about the fourth climatic control, children, fourth factor which affect the climate. Okay? The fourth factor is upper atmospheric circulation. See, children, this is equator, this is northern hemisphere, and this is southern hemisphere. Okay? In northern hemisphere, the subtropical high pressure belt give rise to the permanent winds. These permanent winds blow towards the low pressure belt and are called trade winds, children. While blowing towards the low pressure belt, they reflect towards the west. Okay? And these are called trade winds. These are called trade winds because they blow in the same direction. As we have learned in 9th class, children, this is equatorial low pressure belt, subtropical high pressure belt, subpolar low pressure belt, and polar easterlies. Same towards the southern hemisphere also, children. Low pressure belt, high pressure belt, again low pressure belt and high pressure belt. Okay? Now let us see the picture which we have learned in 9th class, children. Look at the picture, children. High pressure belt. Okay? High, low, high, low. This is equator. Okay, children? Now equatorial low pressure belt, subtropical high pressure belt, subpolar low pressure belt, polar high pressure belt. Both the sides of the equator, children. This is now southern hemisphere, this is northern hemisphere. Winds, they move constantly all over the world, children. At the equator, high temperature heats up the atmosphere and the hot air rises. Air becomes light and goes up. This is low pressure belt, children. Okay? When it goes up, it cools down and again starts coming down towards the equator. Okay? But it doesn't come down from the same path that it took when it went up. Okay? As the air reaches the higher layers of the atmosphere, the air spreads away from the equatorial region towards the northern hemisphere and towards the southern hemisphere. As it spreads, it also starts descending. Because it is cooler and denser, it starts coming down towards the earth. Okay? When it comes down, the moment it comes down, the air hits the earth's surface and splits into two parts. One part again goes up and another part comes towards the equatorial low pressure area. When they come down, again they get heated up and go up. Due to the hot air goes up. We all know that. These are equatorial cycling of wind. Okay? They blow continuously. The other part is one part goes up. One part comes down. The one which have come down again heated up and goes up. The other part which pushed up towards the higher latitudes, where again low pressure is created, again it comes down. The winds which blow continuously and regularly above the world pressure belts are known as planetary winds, children. These planetary winds are of three types: trade winds, westerlies, and polar winds. trade winds are also known as easterlies. So easterlies or trade winds, westerlies and polar winds. See children, this is northern hemisphere, equator to northern side, equator to southern side, southern hemisphere. These trade winds towards here, they are known as northeast trade winds, this area, and these are southeast trade winds in the southern hemisphere. Okay, now let us come back to the upper atmospheric circulation, children. In the northern, see, this is northern hemisphere, subtropical high pressure belt. This is subtropical high pressure belt, children. It gives rise to permanent winds. I told you, the winds which blow continuously above the pressure belts are known as planetary winds. Okay, so in the northern hemisphere, subtropical high pressure belt gives rise to permanent winds. Okay, they blow towards the low pressure belt. This is low pressure belt, from high pressure belt to low pressure belt. Okay, and these are called trade winds. See, trade winds. Okay, they blow in the same direction. Here it is India, children. Here. Okay, India lies in the belt of northeast trade winds. See, this is northeast. Here India. India lies here on the globe. So, India lies in which belt, children? In the belt of dry northeast trade winds. India lies in the belt of dry northeast trade winds. The climate of India is also affected by upper air currents, children. Okay, these upper air currents are also known as jet streams. These jet streams are fast flowing currents in a narrow belt, children, in the upper atmosphere about 12,000 meters. So what are jet streams? Jet streams are fast flowing currents above 12,000 meters. They blow in a narrow belt. Okay. In winter, its speed is 180 kilometers per hour, children, and in summer its speed is 110 kilometers per hour. Okay. This easterly jet stream develops about 25° north latitude. This is called north latitude because this is in the northern hemisphere, children. An easterly jet stream develops at about 25° north latitude. See children, this is 23.5° Tropic of Cancer. Above that, 25° north latitude. Okay, and what is the job of the jet stream? This jet stream causes the neighboring atmosphere cool. This jet stream, due to this jet stream, the neighboring areas become cool. And when the neighboring areas become cool, then what happens, children? Condensation and precipitation. Due to this jet stream, the neighboring areas, they become cool, and the clouds which are there, they condense and precipitates. It causes rainfall in the neighboring areas. Look at the picture given in your textbook, children. This is India, and here northeast trade winds. So India lies in which belt, children? Dry northeast trade winds. The climate of India is also affected by upper air currents, children. Upper air currents are also known as jet streams. Now what are jet streams? Jet streams are fast flowing currents, children. They flow in a narrow belt where in the upper atmosphere above 12,000 meters. Okay. Now their speed in winter is, jet streams speed in the winter is 184 kilometers per hour, and in summer its speed is 110 kilometers per hour. Easterly jet streams develops about 25° north latitude. Here children, here this is 23.5° north latitude. This is Tropic of Cancer. Above this, that is 25° north latitude, easterly jet streams develop. Okay. And what is its effect, children? It causes the neighboring atmosphere cool. Due to this, the neighboring atmosphere becomes cool. So what happens? The clouds which are present there, they condense and precipitate. The clouds, we all know that when clouds touches the cooler surface, they condense and converts into tiny droplets. When the droplets becomes big, air cannot carry it, so they fall down in the form of rain on the earth, right? This is what is this 25° north latitude. Here easterly jet stream develops, and this jet stream causes the neighboring atmosphere cool, and the clouds which are present there, they condense and they precipitate. So those areas, they get rainfall. Let us learn about seasons, children. Winter season, summer season, advancing monsoon and retreating monsoon. Okay. Winter season. From mid-November to February this season lasts, children, and in the month of January our temperatures, they fall down. Mostly in the month of December and January, children, end of the December and January, and in several places the temperature drops to 10°C, and below that winters are very severe in northern part of India, children, that is North India, and coastal areas, that is southern India, peninsular India, south part, southern India enjoys, the coastal areas of southern India, the temperatures will be above 20°C, and they enjoy moderate climate during winter also. Weather conditions during winter are, sky is very clear and pleasant. Weather will be pleasant with clear sky and with low humidity, and cool breezes blow all the time. We get cyclonic depression from Mediterranean Sea, children, and which causes moderate rainfall in northern part of India. India lies in the dry northeast trade winds belt. Cyclone depressions coming from the Mediterranean Sea are also known as western disturbances, children. They give rainfall in the northern part of India, and this rainfall is a boon to the farmers, those who cultivate wheat in Rabi season. Wheat is grown in Rabi season, children. Rabi crop is also called as winter crop season. I have told you that India lies in the belt of northeast trade winds, children. They are dry. They blow from land to sea. Okay? That's why they are dry. These winds, though they are dry, they give some amount of rainfall on the Coromandel coast of Tamil Nadu, children. Tamil Nadu, Coromandel coast of Tamil Nadu. They get little bit of rainfall because they pick some amount of moisture from Bay of Bengal while crossing it. While crossing, these winds pick some amount of moisture. That's why though they are dry, they give some amount of rainfall to the Coromandel coast of Tamil Nadu. Look at this map of India, children. India average temperatures in degrees Celsius in the month of May, children. Okay. This is summer season, children. We have completed winter. Now let us start summer season. As we move from South India to North India or southern part to the northern part of the country, the temperature increases, children. Here people enjoy moderate climate because this is a coastal area. As we move towards the northern side, the temperature increases. Okay. And the maximum day temperature in the April exceeds to 37 degrees Celsius in the northern plains. Northern plains. By mid-May, the temperature during the day touches 41 degrees Celsius to 42 degrees Celsius, children, in many parts of the country. Okay. And in the northwest plains, you see, this is northwest plains, especially in the northwest plains and central India, the temperature reaches to 41 degrees Celsius to 42 degrees Celsius. Okay. Even the minimum temperatures does not go below 20 degrees Celsius, children, in the month of May. Towards the end of the summer, in India we get pre-monsoon showers, children, which are also known as bursting of monsoon. Monsoon burst, pre-monsoon showers. Especially these are common in Deccan Plateau. This is Deccan Plateau, children. Okay. Deccan Plateau. Pre-monsoon showers are common in Deccan Plateau, and these help in early ripening of mangoes. These pre-monsoon showers help in early ripening of mangoes and other plantation crops in peninsular India. This is peninsular India, children. This is a peninsula. Okay. These pre-monsoon showers, which cause early ripening of mangoes, locally we call them as mango showers in Telangana and Andhra Pradesh. Let us conclude this session here, children. Remaining part of the lesson will continue in the next session. Thank you, children.